I'm keeping my fucking hands up.
I'm not reaching for no gun, bro. Step out. Can I move my phone? Step out.
And have a firearm pulled on him by the Omaha Police Department all in the same day. Imagine that.
Kasim Shabazz is shaken up.
Man, I thought we were getting ready to lose our lives.
Let him know. With this pullover, this was authorized. Think about that. Authorized to pull him over. That you ain't gonna never be bigger than us. That's what the cops send a message. I don't care what anybody say.
Terence Crawford's celebration in Omaha quickly turned into a serious situation. Just hours after the city honored him with a parade and a packed celebration for his victory over Canelo Alvarez, he was pulled over by police in the early morning hours. Authorities said Crawford was driving a blue four-door sedan at excessive speed when officers stopped him at 1:27 a.m. The situation escalated after police reportedly spotted a firearm on the floorboard and ordered everyone inside the vehicle to exit at gunpoint.
Stepping out, seatbelt.
Seatbelt, step out.
I'm opening the door.
You can take
I'm
mine
opening
off
the door.
of me right here on my right. I'm keeping my fucking hands up.
I'm not reaching for no gun, bro.
Step out.
Can I move my phone? Step out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Tim Bradley reflected on the events surrounding Terence Crawford's traffic stop, offering a perspective that many considered both sharp and thought-provoking. According to Bradley, what happened that night was about more than just a routine violation and may have been intended as a strong reminder to the champion. He suggested that Crawford's fame had reached such a level that some authorities wanted to make it clear that even the most successful individuals are still expected to follow the rules. Bradley compared the incident to the unfortunate pattern where moments of celebration can suddenly turn into situations filled with tension. It was as if Crawford's big day could not end without some kind of disruption. His comments resonated with fans who saw the irony of Crawford's celebration being overshadowed by flashing police lights and a tense encounter with authorities.
I mean, Terence Crawford, he on the highest cloud, bro. In his city, let him know. Let him know. With this pullover, this was authorized. Think about that. Authorized to pull him over. That you ain't gonna never be bigger than us. That's what the cops send a message. I don't care what anybody say. The cops send a message. This our city. You might got the key, but I got the handcuffs. That's what that was. Yeah. And before y'all start talking about my ceiling real quick, my roof, hey, it been raining and stuff. Hey, it's rain night. The clouds is out right now. You can see him in the background. I'm gonna go watch the damn car in a little bit once this rain stops. But anyways, back to the video. Oh, man, look. You ain't got no city until you got the police. That's a fact. Yeah. Shoot, you ain't got no city unless you got the police. Don't ever forget that. You gotta have the law enforcement on your side, man. They gotta be looking out for you. For the good, not for the bad, for the good. Yeah. Terence Crawford, it don't matter what you do for your city, man. Bruh, I'm letting you know right now, man. With this incident right here, they waiting on you to do something bad. This dude right here, he was trying to jack you. He was trying to catch you slipping. That's all it was. Seeing you on TV, displayed all on TV, parade shut down and stuff. He gotta be, securing certain points and stuff like that. He mad. He mad to see you.
Crawford's security chief gave a chilling account of what unfolded during the traffic stop. He explained that, from their perspective, the officers appeared on edge, escalating the situation in a way that created genuine fear. Being ordered out of a vehicle at gunpoint during what was supposed to be a victorious weekend celebration left those with Crawford feeling that their lives were suddenly at risk. The chief recalled how quickly the atmosphere shifted from calm to threatening, leaving behind a memory he described as one of the most unsettling experiences of his professional career. To him, the events of that night went far beyond a routine traffic enforcement matter, creating an ordeal that everyone present would not soon forget.
Who was in the passenger seat, the same man who rode on the float with Bud during Saturday's parade.
Be a man who can get to receive his second key to the city and have a firearm pulled on him by the Omaha Police Department all in the same day. Imagine that.
Qasim Shabazz is shaken up.
Man, I thought we were getting ready to lose our lives.
Being the head of Terence Crawford's security, Shabazz has seen a lot, but nothing like this.
Oh man, it was terrible. It was terrible.
Early Sunday morning, Crawford and his team were leaving an after party following his parade. According to police, they pulled their vehicle over near 12th and Cass Streets for reckless driving. That's where things took a dark turn.
And as soon as he said he had a firearm, the police officer that was on his side became unhinged.
Police immediately drew their weapons, pointing a gun at Shabazz and the pound-for-pound champ.
I literally had my hands on top of the ceiling and inside of the vehicle.
According to police, an officer had identified a firearm on the floor.
According to reports, officers initially stopped Terence Crawford's vehicle on suspicion of reckless driving. During the stop, they reportedly saw 2 firearms on the floorboard of the car, which increased the tension and led to the passengers being ordered out at gunpoint. However, further checks confirmed that the firearms were legally registered and properly certified to their owners. With no additional offense discovered, police issued Crawford only a citation for reckless driving and released him shortly afterward. While the matter was officially resolved, many observers viewed the incident as symbolic, with critics suggesting that on the same day Crawford was celebrated as a champion, city authorities wanted to reinforce their control. To some, the situation seemed less about road safety and more about maintaining the balance of authority in Omaha.
With the parade, KETV Newswatch 7's Pete Cuddihy spoke with Mayor John Ewing, who requested that the Omaha Police Department conduct an internal investigation. And Pete, what did the mayor have to say?
Yeah, Julie, Mayor Ewing says that after such a great day yesterday, he was heartbroken hearing about the news of the traffic stop. That's why he reached out to Police Chief Todd Schmatter and Terence Crawford himself to find out what exactly happened at that traffic stop. Omaha police released a statement saying that a car driven by Terence Crawford was stopped for driving recklessly around 1:30 in the morning on Cass Street. An officer confirmed that while Crawford was reaching to grab his information, the cop spotted a gun by Crawford's feet.
Andre Ward, a respected figure in boxing, added another perspective to the discussion by reflecting on how Crawford has long faced efforts to diminish his accomplishments. Ward noted that before the Canelo fight, critics frequently downplayed Crawford's victories by claiming he won mainly through decisions rather than dominant performances. According to Ward, this narrative was an intentional attempt to undermine Crawford's achievements and reduce the significance of his skills. For Ward, the Omaha traffic stop fit into a broader picture of a champion constantly having to defend his reputation against forces attempting to minimize his greatness. He stressed that attempts to weaken Crawford's legacy would never erase his proven record or the respect he has earned inside the ring.
Tried to bury Terence Crawford. They tried to ruin his reputation and say that he wasn't a draw when the numbers were there for you to see. When he went to MSG against guys that didn't have big names, or that were faded, like Amir Khan, or when he fought Kavyaskis, he did numbers. It was a smear campaign about his personality. He doesn't talk. Nobody wants to hear him. No, that you don't want to hear. So you try to speak for the masses when the whole time you have a star right here. You got to learn how to talk to this man. Even as recent as his last fight, the fight before Canelo, the smear campaign continued. I don't hear the smear campaign now. Them voices got really, really quiet like they typically do when they get proven wrong. And they either try to jump on the wagon, I knew this kid was going to be that, or they get very, very quiet and they start to retreat back to wherever they came from and they don't have a lot to say. So I'm happy for this brother for that reason, because they tried to bury him, Roy. It didn't work. He overcame that. He said, give me my shot. I'm going to show you. And he kept doing it time and time again, and he did it again against Canelo Alvarez Saturday.
Commentators have speculated that beyond the official reports, deeper dynamics may have played a role in the situation. Some suggested that Omaha's leadership may have felt uneasy about the level of influence and recognition Crawford had gained within the city. His journey from local talent to world champion had made him not just a sports star, but also a major source of community pride. Analysts hinted that the incident could have been a way to remind Crawford, and by extension the public, that established institutions still maintained authority. This interpretation connected the episode to a broader theme. With fame often comes challenges, and people in the spotlight are more likely to face situations that test them or potentially limit their influence.
Officer wanted to send a statement because he doesn't like the rise of the Black Messiah. He don't like to see a black person in position of power. So he pulled Terence Crawford over for quote-unquote reckless driving. And as he approached the car, he decided to lie on his report, because as he approached the car, he stated that he saw a firearm on the floor panel. Come to find out, Terence Crawford informed him as he approached the driver's side door where Terence Crawford was driving, and in the passenger side was Terence Crawford's head security guard. In the back was Coach Malachi, and a young lady was on the side of Coach Malachi in the back seat. And Terence Crawford has legal firearms, and of course his security has legal firearms. They informed the officer that they have legal firearms in the vehicle. He then brandished his firearm, pointed at Terence Crawford's face, and then got very aggressive as Terence Crawford got, and his security and everybody in the vehicle, Coach Malachi, got nervous because he started to show the actions and body language of somebody that wanted to do something completely left. And now in the police report that has been obtained by the community and released and leaked, he never puts about the reckless driving. He never puts speed.
Amir Khan, the former world champion, offered his support for Terence Crawford, stressing that regardless of any controversies, Crawford's accomplishments remain undeniable. Khan praised Crawford's talent and determination, recalling that he had always believed Terence would establish himself as one of the best fighters in the sport. To Khan, the recent events in Omaha could not change the fact that Crawford is a reigning champion whose legacy is already secure. He argued that any attempts to pressure Crawford or diminish his achievements would not alter the reality of his greatness. For fans and supporters, Khan's perspective was encouraging, reinforcing the belief that true talent will always outlast criticism.
Crawford's going to win. You see, when I watched Crawford train back in Omaha, Nebraska, and when I was in Colorado Springs, he came into my camp. He helped me out a little bit, but at the same time, I seen him sparring some heavyweight guys. I seen him wrestling some heavy, big guys, and I thought, wow. So I asked him, I go, look, do you have like a wrestling background? He goes, yeah, we're like state champion. So that showed to me that this guy is a solid, strong person. Like, no one can push him around. No one can dictate. No one's going to put pressure on him where he's going to feel hurt, because he knows how to control the ring. When it comes to box IQ, like, his IQ in boxing is probably the best. I mean, he knows what punch to throw. He knows how to maneuver these heavier, big hitters and also take away their power and put his own shots in. So yeah, he's up there, one of the best ever, really.
You know, as an ex-fighter champion, I'm just curious. We heard yesterday Dana White says he's not going to acknowledge the WBC, IBF, WBO. He's going to have his own belt and the ring belt. And they want to potentially make changes to the Ali Act as well. This is a big thing here in America. How do you feel about, is it time to make these changes and evolve, or are you more old school and think they shouldn't happen?
Ariel, I think it's the time boxing needed to change a little bit.
Contrast between the official reports and the accounts from those present created a clear divide in how the night's events were understood. While the Omaha Police Department characterized it as a routine stop for reckless driving, Crawford's head of security presented a very different version of what happened. He described the encounter as terrifying, arguing that the officer's actions were excessive and unnecessarily threatening. These conflicting accounts raise questions about transparency, accuracy, and accountability. For the public, it became difficult to reconcile the major differences between the official explanation and the first-hand experiences of those who believed they had been placed in unnecessary danger.
The police report, but now we got information from Terence Crawford, his own team, and they're saying something completely different. If you listen, his head of security, Shabazz, said he was shaken up. He was like, I thought we were going to get popped by the cops that night. And crazy enough, he teaches classes on how to de-escalate and deal with police officers. So, you know, at least that's what they're saying his credentials are. So he knows how to de-escalate situations and still had a problem with Omaha PD. And the other thing that is different, he's saying that they didn't even know that he had a gun on him or there was no gun on the floorboard, which changes things. So I can't wait till we get down to the nitty-gritty and the body cams and this and that, because now this shakes things up. This is no longer the story we were being fed from TMZ. This is something different. The TMZ article said the cops pulled him over for reckless driving, fair if he was doing it, and seen a gun. And in my video, I said, if those things are true, then yeah, the cop can take you out the car for everybody.
City leadership quickly recognized the seriousness of the public reaction and moved to address the concerns. Both the mayor of Omaha and the city's police chief released statements promising a thorough review of the incident. They stressed that an internal affairs investigation would take place to ensure transparency and preserve trust within the community. While their statements were intended to reassure citizens that the situation would be handled properly, skepticism remained among those who felt the official explanation downplayed the seriousness of the encounter. The announcement of an investigation was an important step, but for many, the real judgment would depend on whether the authorities' actions matched their words. Observers and analysts also drew broader lessons from the incident, viewing it as an example of the tensions that can emerge when an individual gains significant prominence in a space traditionally controlled by established institutions.
Department put out this statement. The mayor put out a statement as well. Really no meat to it except like he's going to do an internal investigation. Everything else felt a little political. Okay, Omaha Mayor John Ewing and Police Chief Todd Schmaderer are aware of a video circulating on social media regarding the traffic stop involving Terence Bud Crawford early Sunday morning. Chief has authorized an internal affairs investigation. Shortly before 1:30 a.m., officers working in the downtown area observed a vehicle driving recklessly near North 12th and Capitol Avenue. A traffic stop was conducted at Cass Street. So he's pulled over because they said he's driving recklessly. All right. While speaking with the driver, an officer observed a firearm on the driver's side floorboard. I'm going to read that sentence to you again. While speaking with the driver, an officer observed a firearm on the driver's side floorboard. That is important. For safety, all 4 occupants were ordered out of the vehicle at gunpoint. The driver was later identified as Mr. Crawford upon verification of his driver's license and was issued a citation for reckless driving. One passenger, a member of Mr. Crawford's security team, was also found to be carrying a legal firearm. Okay, so that's 2 guns in the car, legally. Police have confirmed that all occupants are legally permitted to carry firearms. The police supervisor and lieutenant responded to the scene at Mr. Crawford's request. So he requested a supervisor and lieutenant to show up. Okay.
They argued that those already in positions of authority can sometimes feel threatened by the rise of others, especially when that success attracts widespread public admiration. In their view, the Omaha traffic stop may have represented more than a simple traffic matter, reflecting a struggle between personal achievement and established power structures. This idea echoed a timeless reality. People who gain influence often have to navigate resistance from those already in positions of control. Some public commentary also raised concerns about prejudice, suggesting that the stop may have involved deeper social issues beyond standard law enforcement procedures. While many avoided making harsh accusations, they argued that Crawford's experience reflected a broader pattern in which individuals may sometimes be treated differently because of their identity rather than their actions alone. This perspective sparked strong emotions among his supporters, who viewed the incident as unfair and unnecessary. Regardless of one's position, Crawford's experience clearly opened a wider discussion about personal treatment, justice, fairness, and equality in everyday encounters with authority.